everyone, it's Kathy Croning from Broken Roads, and I'm here today for Amy Howard at Home to show you a simple transformation on a 5-drawer dresser. Now, if you've never painted furniture before, you've been interested in trying to do some furniture flipping, or you just have something in your home that you think, I really want that updated, but I don't know where to start, this is a great project to watch and learn from because it doesn't take a lot of products, it doesn't take a lot of steps, or any specific true defined techniques. This is really all about getting it clean, getting a solid paint job on it, and then adding on your fine finishes. So let's get started. First up is clean slate. And what we're going to do is just add a little bit of this to a clean, dry, lint-free rag, and then you just take it and you're going to run it all over your piece. And you want to continue to turn a little bit frequently as you go, just to make sure that you're removing all the waxes, dirt, oils, anything that would prevent your products from sticking. Once this is completely cleaned off, then we will let it dry about 10 minutes, and then you'll be ready for your next product, which will be your Miracle Paint. We've applied clean slate to this entire piece now, and it's dried about 10 minutes, so it's ready to go. It's been prepped for the paint. Now the color that I've chosen is called My London Flat, and it's an Amy Howard's 1-Hour Miracle Paint. The really nice thing about this paint is that it is self-leveling, and it has a built-in finish to it, so you don't have to add wax to protect the finish once you're finished painting it. You don't need to add any matte sealer, anything like that over the top of it. It's all built in, which makes this a really good project for a first timer or someone who's just interested in trying to dabble into their own projects for their own home. So this color, when you first get it, you do need to stir it up. There is some liquid on the top that you need to mix into the paint. Make sure it's very thoroughly stirred in. Don't water it down, anything like that. I really like the consistency of this paint just as it is right out of the can. A little bit different than your regular chalk-based paints that tend to have a little bit more thicker feel to them. This one is really, really a good mixture, and it's ready to go. So getting started on this, I'm using Amy's 2-inch wedge brush. It's a nylon brush. It has very, very soft bristles, and it holds a lot of paint. So the idea is to just put on a thin coat of paint. You let it dry. About 45 minutes to an hour is truly best with the Miracle Paint. The chalk-based paints do dry faster. This one I like to let it dry really, really well, at least 45 minutes to an hour, like I said, and then after that add a second coat. And then if it needs a third coat, about 45 minutes to an hour later, adding the third coat as well. Once we're finished with that, then we'll be able to dress up the little details on here and add the hardware. So let's get started. I'm saturating the brush now just to make sure that I'll get an even coat of paint when I first start applying. And I like to move along the grain lines, if at all possible, of the wood that's underneath. It just gives a more natural finish when we're completely done with all of the paint coats. The little indentations in the middle that I can't reach with the large brush, I'll be using Amy's Artist Brush on to be sure that I can get paint inside those little crevices. This is Amy's Artist Brush. I'm using it to get into the crevices of these tiny carvings on the front of this drawer. It is a really dense brush. It holds a lot of paint, but it has excellent control as well. It's a nice brush to keep inside your paint supply box at all times. You never know when you're going to need it, and it's absolutely one of my favorite small brushes that I've ever used. remember I said in the beginning that this video is for someone who's never painted furniture before and is really looking to do some modification in their own home or to even flip furniture. So let's just start with a simple process, take it a step at a time, and you get something like this out of the worn out piece of furniture that we started with. So just remember there was just a few tools and a few products that we used to get this look. We started with clean slate. You clean it all over with clean slate with a clean, dry, lint-free cloth, and you don't have to clean it off afterwards. You just let it dry 10 minutes and then you apply your paint. The paint that we used was the 1 Hour Miracle paint in My London Flat, and this paint has its own finishing in it, so you don't have to seal it afterwards. It's got a beautiful sheen when you get this applied on. I had 2 coats on here and it just looks wonderful. You don't have to do anything else to it, but just put the paint on, let each layer dry about an hour between, 45 minutes to an hour between. And then I used 2 tools, 2 primary tools here. I used Amy's 2-inch wedge brush. This is nylon bristles. It's a wonderful brush, very handy for large jobs. I love this brush, super soft. And then Amy's artist brush. Saves my life every time. Keep this in your arsenal. This is a great brush to have around. I did do a little bit of touch up on the hardware here, but that's for another video. This was just a simple process of flipping. I did use some silver leaf on this. We'll do that next time. So thanks for watching today, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll see you again soon.